in this question, we have to identify the correct free body diagram of this mass which is hanging from the wall, from the roof of the car, which is accelerating up on the incline. Okay, so first of all, how many forces are real forces are applied on this mass? So there are only two forces. And what are those two forces? The one should be the mass, what should be the weight of this, and the other one should be the force of tension, because it is attached with the string or the rope, and due to this there is a force of tension. There's no any third force exerted on it. Okay, so even the resultant force is also made up of these two forces, so it means that we can rule out option A as well as option D. So let's check now either B or C which one is the correct. And for this, I am going to find the resultant force. There's another method in which you can break a vector into components and you can find the resultant force direction. All right, but that is a lengthy method. So I'm going to show you an easy method. And what is that? So I'm going to take, okay students, so let us take this two vectors and let me place it here. So I'm checking validity of option C, and these are the two vectors. So you can easily guess that this must be the force of tension and this must be the force of gravity. So if I place one vector on the head of another, basically I'm doing vector addition. All right, so I'm going to take this vector on the head of another vector, that is like this. Okay, so now this is the force of tension. Let me zoom in for you. And what is the resultant vector now? Resultant vector will be the one whose tail is coincided with tail and head is joined with head, which is clearly shown us that the net force is exerted down to the plane. So dear students, we know that the resultant force is actually should be in this direction in which this car is accelerating. Okay, so that's why this net force is not making any sense. That's why the option C is wrong, and why option B is also right. Okay, why option B is right, let me tell you. So students, let's quickly see if I put one vector on the head of another, because that's a vector addition method, right? Like this. So what is the direction of the resultant vector? Head with head and tail with tail. So which is exactly in the same direction that I already told you. So this is the resultant force which will produce acceleration in the same direction. So that's why option B is the only right answer.